How's it going, everybody? Hope you're well. Just thought I'd make this short video about cycling to work, school, college, anywhere. Commuting, shall we say. This actually takes a bit of prep in order to cover all your boxes. I didn't watch any YouTube videos before I started off and went through some trial and error, which I'll explain here at the same time and give you all a heads up on what needs to be done. So I'm going to start off with the backpack. Make sure you have a 2-strap bag that stays high up your back. High vis, never goes astray. I got this one for €25 in Army Bargains, but always keep your eye out for any bargains in supermarkets, in Euro, pound saver shops for deals. These kind of places, they always have great prices when it comes to bike accessories. Another essential you need to take into account is having a bell. You'd be amazed now the amount of people that don't see bicycles coming. They're on their phones, unaware of what's going on around them, or they're just walking on the cycle path with their backs to the oncoming bikes. For a while now, I didn't have a bell, and when this happens, the only option you have is to just shout, "Get out of the way, beep beep," you know, something like that, and it doesn't go down very well. Especially going through the city now in the evening, it can get confrontational, so get yourself a bell. They cost very little and they work wonders. I've also got this lock that I just wrap around my waist. As you can see, it's high vis. Always go high vis if the option is there. You can never be too lit up on the road now. I like this because it doesn't add any weight to the bike, and it's very convenient with the combination code also, which means you don't have to worry about having another key to look after. If you don't have access to a bike shed like me and you need to lock up outdoors, I highly recommend that you purchase one of these rain covers. It's like an extra cover for a tent or something. I got this one for €4 in Army Bargains over a year ago. Basically, it's protection from the rain getting at the chain and the gear system, as well as the nuts and the fittings for the wheels and the pedals that are being exposed. As you can see here, my one's seen better days, and I'm gonna reinvest in another one soon. There's a camping shop near where I live, so I'll pick something up there when I'm around that way next. I also got proper string from the army shop for tying the cover down. It comes in a big massive roll, it does, so after you cut the string, make sure you give the end a little touch of a flame from a lighter so that the end melts and it hardens over. Otherwise the tip of the string, it'll just unravel and flare out all over the place. Next I have on the essential list of tips now is how you conduct yourself cycling in the dark. Plenty of lights and high vis, folks, the more the merrier. Let it be known that you're on the road for everybody's safety. If you're well lit up and can be easily seen, then you have much less chance of being in an accident. Now this is the biggie, the one that puts everyone off, and that's how you combat the wet weather. It's actually not as bad as you'd imagine. I know it rains a lot here in Ireland, but how often does it rain in the window of 7 to half 7 in the morning? Not a lot, and in the past year I could probably count all the damp, muggy and wet mornings I've experienced on just one hand. It's really not that big a deal, and then in the evening time you're not as bothered about keeping dry because you know you can just dump everything in the wash basket when you get home. So don't be put off by this, it's actually very manageable. Okay, so obviously it's essential to keep rain gear in your bag at all times. Bottoms and a jacket are very easy to scrunch up and squeeze into a bag, so they don't take up much room. When buying rain bottoms, I suggest you buy a size too big for you, because remember, you're wearing them over your clothes, so you must allow for more room for comfort. Also, if they're tight fit, they'll just end up ripping down the inside of your legs. I invested in a decent pair for €30 in a hiking shop, and I find the zip leg pants are better for getting your feet through easily. The other ones with the velcro strap are cheaper but also not as good. As I said, you get what you pay for. Right, so after I got the rain jacket and bottoms, I thought I was sorted, and I'm telling you now, folks, I was wrong, and I found out the hard way. First, my backpack was not as waterproof as advertised, and in the heavy rain it got soaked right through. It'll ruin your lunch, making it all soggy, and destroy any paperwork you have in there. So I got my hands on one of these overbag rain protectors. This is essential if you want to keep your belongings safe and intact. You can pick them up cheap enough. €7 I paid like in a proper Decathlon store. So I'm sure you'll get one for next to nothing if you keep your eyes peeled in a thrift store or the supermarkets or Pound Saver or one of them kinds of places. You know what I'm on about. Then there was my failure to identify how vulnerable your feet are in the wet weather. This was a nightmare. Nothing worse than going into work with soaking wet socks and shoes. I'm telling you, protect your feet, folks. I bought these overshoes in the cycling shop out my way. They're proper brand name and good quality, so I was happy to pay the extra cost. €30 I paid, and they're a nice snug fit. So yeah, you get what you pay for, folks. So that's pretty much it, except for one last thing, and that's to just simply take your time. What's the rush? It's not a race or anything, or a big intensive cardio blaster. The important thing is that you're just out in the fresh air, being proactive and reaping the benefits, physically, financially and spiritually. I travel 10k into work by bike and another 10k going home. All them Ks, they add up very quickly and they easily show. It's like killing two birds with the one stone. It is getting your cardio linked in with your daily grind. And the money saved. You're not rushing out the door scared of missing your bus or train or browned off when they get delayed. Not to mention the cost of travel, petrol prices, getting stuck in traffic. Them journeys are a hole in your wages every month. But now with the bike, you're the boss and leave your front door in your terms. Game changer. Cycling to and from work, it's a part of the day I actually look forward to. You get into it, you do, and it's a sign of competence. It is. You gradually gain a reputation as someone that can be relied on. You're fresh, thinking clearly, and gung ho. You're just smashing it, folks. So that's all I'm going to throw in on the topic, and I hope I'll help some of you out there, and I will catch you all again very soon.